My family is Catholic, but I haven't gone to church since 9th grade. I've even tried other denominations, but I don't like churches because I don't like organized religion. Donna.
I don't go to church because I have my own spirituality. I like to define it, and I don't like to go by anyone else's rules. Jason.
I personally am religious, but I choose not to attend church because I'm young and I want to live my life. I'm not sure which religion is right and which religion is wrong, but I do believe in God. Viola.
When was the last time you were in church?
It's been a while.
Okay.
Probably Christmas.
Okay.
So I'm Catholic, but baptized but not confirmed.
When was the last time you guys were at church? We're doing a little survey about why people in
Easter.
Easter last year?
Yeah.
Why do you think people
Oh wait,
today...
no, Christmas.
Okay.
Sorry. I was trying to think of the last holiday.
When's the last time you attended church?
What, 3 years ago?
Why did you stop going? Did you used to attend regularly, or...?
I hardly ever go because, I'm not interested in it anymore.
It's about money and what can you do for us, and I think it's turned into a political agenda, and I don't think people want to have those things pushed onto their belief system.
Sometimes it's just hard to get up early on a Sunday morning.
I remember growing up, I went to Catholic school pretty much all my life, and that was beat over my head, so that's partially like a reason that I don't go.
Teens in our age, a lot of them do have ideas about religion and spirituality, but it's just the Christian religion per se that has a lot of negative connotation, stuff like that.
Do you attend Mass?
No, I do not.
Looking around our churches these days, we don't see too many young faces. Research shows that many young adult Catholics identify themselves as spiritual, but not churchgoers. And this is a great loss for them and for us. Recently, the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops noted, "Throughout the history of the Church, young adults have been an active segment of church life. That is not necessarily true today. We, as members of the Church, must actively invite and welcome young adults into the life of the Church."
Well, the best way to reach young adults who aren't in the pews is obviously not by talking to the pews. We have to go where young adults are, and one of the main places young adults are is the internet. So BustedHalo.com tries very hard to engage young adults who are spiritual seekers, who aren't the choir, who aren't the normal faithful, and really show them why Catholicism is a meaningful choice.
I guess I truly have a busted halo because I haven't been to Mass in a very long time. But I'm becoming really interested in your website. I've been questioning my faith, and it has made me sad. But it's good to know that I'm not alone, and that I can search for answers with others who feel the way I do. 8 months later. I went to Mass yesterday for the first time in years. It was the best service I've ever been to. The church was beautiful, the music was beautiful, and everyone seemed really cool. I think I'll go again. Janet.
Best of luck for continued success with the site. Frankly, when it comes to Catholicism on the web, there's a lot of malarkey out there. Keep fighting the good fight. David.
The Charis Retreat Program, number one, is a seeker's retreat. It's a retreat for people who are on a spiritual search. People who are asking the big spiritual questions of their everyday life. It's by young adults for young adults. They tell their stories of faith, other people listen to it, and then they discern moments like those in their own life. And then we come together in small group conversation, talk about that with one another.
The Catholic Channel, Sirius 159, presents The Busted Halo Show with Paulist Father Dave Dwyer.
Welcome, new listeners. And it's Wednesday. So, Mass class. We answer your questions of faith, particularly those having to do with Mass.
Like Pope questions we should do more.
There's plenty of people that aren't even coming in the door of church. What we try to do is through internet and through radio, catch the people that are maybe tuning around, haven't been considering themselves Catholics for years, maybe, and just kind of hearing the conversations.
The Busted Halo Show with Paulist Father Dave Dwyer. So if you have spiritual questions, you're in the right place.
I think in my work with young adults, the word relevance is key. So it's not a matter of, gee, how do we make the church relevant? It is showing, hey, here's how the church really is relevant to your life.
I've always been a Catholic, but not a practicing Catholic.
Maybe there's some other people out there who kind of in that same place. I'm not sure if I want to get back involved in the church again. So it sounds like you're on the right track, Freddie, and we'll keep you in our prayers for sure. Thanks for your call.
That's what I do. I work at a website called BustedHalo.com, and we try to reach out to seekers who are still looking for their spiritual path. And that's, I think, a lot of what touched people about the Pope.
And to hear him say that was quite striking to me.
Well, we're listening, obviously, now to our own national anthem. And Father Dwyer, Tim talks about his thoughts in the United States. There's a little bit of a mixed bag. He likes this country, and he likes a lot of what we stand for, our generosity, our religious freedoms. But there are some things that he doesn't agree with here, particularly in the American Catholic Church.
And I think one of the things he would call us to is the true meaning of freedom for Catholics, meaning it's not free to do whatever I feel like, it's free for the sake of others. And he's going to talk about that, I think.
God's inspired word, not only through the Bible but through tradition, for us is really the source of our faith. And for so many people in the world today, I find that there's a disconnect between the great gifts and the wisdom of tradition and Scripture and what happens in the rest of people's lives. That which motivates me every day, which gets me out of bed, is helping people make that connection between everyday life and our faith. So that faith is not an hour on Sunday, and that's it.
Well, we'll go anywhere. If young adults aren't in church, we need to go outside the church. We need to get outside of the doors and to get into newspapers, magazines, television, radio, anywhere where pop culture is. That's what's speaking to young adults, and that's where they are, and we need to get there.
At Busted Halo Ministries, we believe that we can reconnect young adults with their Catholic faith in ways that parishes and families cannot. But we can't do this without your help. We need your prayers and we need your financial support because we need our Catholic young adults back among us now and ready to take our church into the future.
Jesus says, trust me, put out into the deep. It may seem a little dangerous, a little risky, but it will be worth it. I promise you.